We're a week from the Super Bowl. Game On is talking football pros to preps with a Minnesota coaching legend named Grant. You don't want to make this lady mad. Gina Carano talks movies and a possible MMA return one-on-one. Speaking of MMA, we have a UFC contender in the house, a Minnesota Mountain, here to talk heavyweights. And the big fella mixes it up with Chef C over the dining table. It's a great day. It's Game On. In the heart of Minneapolis, you found us. Game On, powered by 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultra Lounge, and Sky Bar, downtown's ultimate event destination where every seat is the best seat in the house. And once again, a very good Sunday morning to you. Glad you found us. Rod Simons, Game On in HD, powered by 7. And you know, we are on the main level. This is the Steakhouse level here at 7. Right above us is the Sushi and Ultra Lounge, and on top of that, here at 7 is Sky Bar, where we tape a lot of shows up on the rooftop. Delighted to have you check out each and every level. And you know, when we talk about a show, we are packed today. We're talking a lot of football, a little mixed martial arts, special taping with Gina Carano. It's all here, but as we always do, we start Game On by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, as we said, the Super Bowl next weekend, February 5th in Indianapolis. Get down to the Dome, Twins Fest wraps today. The Wolves get the Lake Show at Target Center. And the next event on the Vikings calendar, April 26th, picking 3rd in the NFL Draft. And delighted to start Game On off on this game day. Actually, it's the break. It's the Pro Bowl today, Super Bowl next weekend. You recognize this man, Mike Griess, Eden Prairie High School football coach. Coach, great to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Let me start by a belated congratulations for the championship and the state tournament. Does it still feel as fresh as it did a couple of months ago?
You know, not really, because you know, we're all well into next year already with
Really?
all of our workouts and all of our meetings with kids and all of our plans. So you get about maybe a week to celebrate, and then it's on to preparing for next year. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a little bit of a curse or a little bit of stupidity on our part, but we know we have to be ready to play well next year, and we're already started on that.
It really has become an extremely competitive sport in the state of Minnesota.
Well, football is so much better now than it was 10 years ago. It's better than it was, for sure, 20 years ago.
Right.
There's so many good football players that train all year, coaches prepare all year. So the game has just gotten so much better, but it's fun to coach in that competitive nature.
Yeah. When you look at the football weekend that is upon us, we had the Final Four last weekend with New England and Baltimore, San Francisco, the New York Giants. You told me you were glued to the TV just like we were.
Absolutely, some great games, and you know, I think that I was just listening to Matt Burke here recently on the radio, and he has a great attitude, saying, you know, obviously the best two teams are there.
Yeah.
The teams that deserve to be there are there, and they won the big games. Both teams could have lost, but they're there, and you know, all the credit goes to those organizations.
Yeah. Do you sit with your dad and watch football? Does your dad pay attention to the football games like you do?
You know, it's interesting. More so in the last 5 or 7 years, he watches more pro football. And so, yeah, he's very in tune to what's going on, and we talk about the games, and he'll call me and say, "You're watching the game," and we'll talk about those games more than we even do about an Eden Prairie game.
Interesting. Do you have a favorite as Super Bowl weekend looms next weekend?
Well, I'll tell you, my dad and I have always felt the best quarterback wins, and I think you got the two best quarterbacks playing right now, and there's a reason that their teams are there. And I don't think you ever pick against Brady, but you know, it all comes down to turnovers. You know, if somebody makes a mistake, one or two turnovers changes everything, and really changes all the percentages. And we live in at least I do in coaching. It's all about percentages, and your chance of winning when you're a -2 or a -3 is so low. And so if everything's equal, I think Brady and the Patriots win.
It's fascinating that you talk about that, because even at the high school level, when you're talking game planning and strategy, I hear you talking about that all the time. Turnovers. You can't kill yourself.
Well, we know we were a +25 this year on the ratio, and we know that equates into at least a team that can win the state title.
Without a doubt.
Our starting quarterback hasn't thrown an interception in 2 years.
That's unbelievable.
So we stress it, don't turn it over, let the other team make some mistakes, and I think you'll see two teams that are similar to that. And now Brady's so good that their passing game's like a running game, because he just doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw the interceptions, the bad balls, and so they play a ball control game, but they throw it all the time.
We're talking football. Great to have Mr. Grant, Mike Grant, in the house, only here. More to come on Game On. Don't forget, you can always stay connected with us and catch up at GameOnTVMN.com. Great blogs, the Vikings covered by Shocker's Locker. Twins Insider is Brandon on baseball, and you can catch all our shows too. We link you to our Viking partner site, purplepride.org. So please check us out. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Back to our fans. Voice of the Fan brought to us by purplepride.org.
I just think they have some young, exciting players. I mean, Kevin Love is certainly fun to watch, and now that Ricky Rubio's here, it's kind of brings everything together.
They're really turning it around, aren't they?
They are. They're competitive, so it's fun.
Get the party started. Dale. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
Are you looking for some great entertainment at an affordable price? The Timberwolves Meal Deal is a great way to save money and see great NBA action. For just $20, you get an $18 ticket, a hot dog, chips, and a small Pepsi. Don't miss your chance to see Kevin Love, Michael Beasley, Derek Williams, and Ricky Rubio battle some of the NBA's best. For the Timberwolves schedule and to purchase tickets, go to Timberwolves.com. The Minnesota Timberwolves. United we run.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back. It's Game On. It's game day. No game today. Pro Bowl, Super Bowl next weekend. Mike Grant, the legendary football coach here in the state of Minnesota. Coach, when you look at the team, okay, you have a state championship. You told us a couple minutes ago that you're already back to work on next year's squad. How many seniors are you losing, and is the cupboard bare for you?
Well, you know, we start 10 or 11 underclassmen.
Yeah.
And really have a good junior class. Our sophomores are undefeated. Our 9th grade lost 1 game. We want our kids to play other sports, so a lot of our kids have moved on to basketball and wrestling and other sports. But we've got a good group coming back, and our kids are working hard. We got a lot of kids running and a lot of kids in the weight room. You know,
I've always wondered, with your success at this level, how come you didn't take another college job or you didn't do something on the professional level with your pedigree? Have you been interested in that, or what's the deal there?
Well, you know, I've had opportunities. A long time ago, it's an interesting story. I went and did just a walk around with Lou Holtz one day years ago when he was coaching, and saw the lifestyle he had. And my dad kept saying, "You don't want to do this. You don't want to go into college or pro coaching. Be a teacher. Be a teacher." And that's what I wanted to be. And being with Lou, and then talking to Joe Salem when Joe was here about being on his staff. I made a decision a long time ago that I love working with kids, and I wanted to be here in the Twin Cities. I didn't want to have 6 or 7 jobs in 6 or 7 different cities. And,
right.
Who knows what might have happened if I had done that, but one thing I know is I wouldn't have had 7 state titles if I had gone somewhere else, so I'm happy where I am.
So is it never say never, or you keep your options open?
Well, I'm old, so, when you say legendary, that's another word for old.
No. It means a lot of winning is what it means.
No, legendary means old, and so there's probably a lot of jobs that have passed me by, but, never say never. That's correct.
And last question before I let you go. When you look at the Vikings on the NFL level, a lot of work to do in your opinion?
I think in the NFL now you can turn these things so fast, and I'd tell you, I think Leslie Frazier is a great football coach, a great man. You couldn't have a better person leading that. Rick Spielman as well, I think are great people leading this program. And if they stay healthy and their young players develop, but it's all in the NFL. It's attrition. You got to stay healthy to be there at the end. And they've had their share of injuries and a couple breaks here and there, and they would have been right in it.
Yeah, great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you. Belated Happy New Year, Mike Grant in the house. only here on Game On. We'd love to have you join us for a live Game On taping here at 7. Check our website for all the guest updates. Glenn Perkins with us next week. Derek Williams, the Wolves' #1 pick. Carl Eller and Antoine Winfield a little later. Stay in touch with us via Facebook, Twitter. All our shows are on iTunes as well. It's Game On TV. Back to our fans. Voice of the Fan brought to us by purplepride.org.
They actually have some play and some playability. They make some plays on the court, and they don't look like they give up in the third quarter.
Keeps you coming back.
Right.
On deck, we're talking UFC Heavyweights. It's Pat Barry, only here on Game On.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? T-Mobile's here to help. With America's largest 4G network, Facebook, gaming, entertainment, T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each for a limited time. From America's largest 4G network.
T-Mobile.
Check out our latest 4G smartphones like the HTC Sensation and the MyTouch 4G Slide.
We don't play lacrosse for the money,
the fame,
or the perks.
We play lacrosse for the brotherhood,
the thrill,
the love of the game.
We are your Minnesota Swarm.
And we are ready to work.
Bring your family out to cheer on your Minnesota Swarm when they take on the Rochester Nighthawks. 2 p.m. Sunday, February 12th on Treasure Island Field at XL Energy Center. Reserve your seats now at mnswarm.com.
Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deeply, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deeply believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deeply, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Twin City Wireless doesn't care about our competitors. We care about you, the customer. We care that you get the best prices. Plans starting at $40 a month, unlimited text, talk, international text, and internet.
Twin Cities Wireless carries all the latest models of phones and accessories and handles all service providers.
At Twin City Wireless, your problem is our problem. Twin City Wireless now has 2 locations, Brooklyn Center and Northeast Minneapolis. Twin City Wireless, it's not just business, it's personal.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Rod, and you're meeting Mr. Heavyweight here, Pat Barry. Nice to have you here in the house.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You're just back from a fight in Nashville. You won big time.
Yeah, it was 3 minutes, 30 seconds into the first round. Myself against the giant Christian Moorcraft.
He didn't put a nick on that face.
I didn't get touched, finally.
Didn't get touched, and I saw some video. You pounded this guy.
It was a pretty nasty knockout. I would think that knockout might go down as definitely in the category of violent knockouts. Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You are a fan favorite. Let's make no mistake about it. You are one of those guys who a lot of people say, and you have your detractors, but you are a guy that seems to have a pretty nice little track to UFC stardom.
You know, I think the thing that's keeping me that way is just my honesty. That's my gimmick. Is I'm the guy who's going to come in and say all the stuff the tough guys don't say. I'm completely honest from day one. No gimmick. No nothing else about me. It's just straightforward, just me.
Nice.
I'm a regular guy with an odd job.
So you're literally just days from your last fight. You probably don't know who you're going to fight next.
No.
How long does that take?
It depends on who you are and what's coming up next. I mean, I came out of this fight injury-free, no bumps, no bruises. I didn't take any damage at all, so I could technically turn around and have another one pretty quick. But, I mean, generally, they give you enough time to make sure you're prepared all the way. That's why the UFC is the best of the best.
And I said just a minute ago that you don't have a nick on. Are you physically set to be able to start training again, or do you take time just to chill out?
Well, I mean, all the physical side can be done right back to back, but it's the mental side. You know, you need to give yourself enough time to miss it. So I'm going to take a few weeks of just sitting down, staring out a window, give myself enough time to miss the sweat, to miss everything that you go through, man, and then get right back into it.
Who's the next one on your radar? Who do you want to get at?
You know what? I've been one for saying anybody can win a fight at any point in time, so it doesn't matter if it's the heavyweight champ, if it's a guy who's never won a fight ever. If it's a woman, if it's a kid, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as I'm getting fights in the UFC, as long as I'm being offered a fight, that's a win for me.
You are on our radar. Do you have an appetite, by the way?
Absolutely.
Have I ever met a heavyweight who didn't?
That is my favorite pastime. That is my #1 thing to do. My #1 hobby, eat. That's all I want to do.
We're going to be cutting it up with Chef C. That's only next. Pat Barry is in the house. It's game on. What's the best thing that you like about this new team, this new season?
The new coach, the new energy, the new chemistry.
On deck, we're breaking out the knives, Mr. Barry and Chef C. Only here on Game On.
Hey, Dave, we're out of Bud Light.
Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app.
Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app.
I gotta get a new phone.
Hi, this is Brian Layton of GB Layton. Welcome to your Night Out TwinCities.com. We are excited to bring the newest, the most comprehensive local entertainment website to the Twin Cities and the surrounding communities. This is the most affordable way to promote your business, bar none. With a few clicks, the perfect night or day is planned. Restaurants, accommodations, nightclubs, bands, entertainment, events, specials, and more. Fast, easy, and fun. Your night out is in the palm of your hand.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
It is time for the chef. Can't wait. Heavyweight Pat is with us, Rose, as well as the chef. And Chef C, what do we have here?
We have our signature. This is a bone-in filet, and we've already started cutting it up here, but this is only a handful of restaurants serve this in the country, let alone the city. And we have a beautiful wet-aged steak here. It's cooked to a medium, and it's a filet, but it's the king of fillets. It's got the bone in it. We put some baby portobello mushrooms.
Dig in.
And we have our awesome hash browns here.
Heavyweight Pat, what do you think when you can practically eat anything when you're training because you don't have a weight limit?
Well, that's the one good side of being a heavyweight is that you don't necessarily have to, count your carbs or weigh your food before you eat it. That's the one advantage.
And being a heavyweight chef, I also don't have to count my carbs or do anything like that. So,
what do you think?
I think there's nothing better than being a big guy, man.
That's right.
To be able to eat this anytime you want, all day and night, and not have to worry is spectacular. And I personally, hash browns at dinner is great because I grew up on breakfast at nighttime.
Yeah,
that was a tradition all day and night in our family.
Is it a Midwest thing with the meat and potatoes?
I think it's an everything or everywhere kind of thing. I was in Hawaii, they eat meat and potatoes. Everywhere kind of eats meat and potatoes. I think it's like you said, people grow up on it. It's a staple. It's what makes you feel good, and food's about feeling good. And coming to a restaurant like this, it's such an experience, and you don't have to worry about everything else.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll continue. There's more on the plate. It's only here. It's Cooking with Chef C right here on Game On.
Game On.
Great steak indeed. There's no questioning the popularity of mixed martial arts. Gina Carano is case in point. She went from MMA and fighting in the octagon to Hollywood stardom. She stars in the new movie Haywire, an action-packed drama that puts her with some big Hollywood actors. In part 2 of our conversation that we taped recently in Los Angeles, Carano told me it was a great experience, especially the scene she taped on the run.
I love the running scene in the movie. How long did it take? Was it as difficult as it looked?
Oh gosh, we ran, me and my stunt guy Eddie, we ran so long that at the end of the week, I was like, Eddie, how are your thighs feeling? Because mine feel like they're about to snap. Because that's all we did in Barcelona. I was like, this is a really beautiful place. I want to come back, but I'm like sprinting through the whole damn thing. Yeah. But like my legs wanted to snap. Everything wanted to snap. And then finally, when I talked to Eddie, I was like, are you doing okay? And he was like, and then like they called it for that day. And thank God they did, because I've never ran so hard and so fast for that long of a period.
Are you surprised by the success of mixed martial arts? And because now it's in Real Steel, it's in Haywire. I mean, it's everywhere.
I think it's real life. It's like these are actually moves that you can take to the streets, and you know, if you're a woman or a man, you can use in defense or whatnot. But like, you know, America's done a wonderful job of kind of combining the mixed martial arts and, you know, letting us all compete against each other. And I think it really is a beautiful sport, and that it brings us all together.
And last question, any more fights?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see. It's still really up in the air for me. Everything's kind of, I'm just sitting here floating and living for the moment right now, so we'll see.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On deck, we're off to the MIAC and one of the league's top basketball teams.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? T-Mobile's here to help. With America's largest 4G network, Facebook, gaming, entertainment, T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each for a limited time. From America's largest 4G network.
T-Mobile.
Check out our latest 4G smartphones like the HTC Sensation and the MyTouch 4G Slide.
Wallingberg and Diebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Diebly is there. Wallingberg and Diebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Ford-Bid.com. New online auctions and inventory running weekly at Ford-Bid.com.
Liquidation for Minnesota businesses.
Vehicle auctions at Ford-Bid.com.
Office equipment auctions at Ford-Bid.com.
Marine and boating auctions at Ford-Bid.com.
Always looking for consignments. Contact Jeff at Ford-Bid.com.
Don't get lost in those huge international sites.
Keep it local. Keep it easy at Ford-Bid.com.
New online auctions and inventory running weekly at Ford-Bid.com.
Welcome back. It's game day. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Time now for our Game On update. Wolves All-Star Kevin Love continues to have his heart in the right place. For the 4th straight year, Love hosting a winter coat drive to help those in need. It started, and he's asking everyone to bring new coats to any of the 8 Metro drop-off locations. The drive ends February 17th. Love says thanks by giving fans a pair of tickets for each new coat they donate. Go to Timberwolves.com for all the information. Speaking of Love, number 42 and guard Ricky Rubio getting noticed in the All-Star voting. Love is in the top 5, so is Rubio. You can vote online or at Wolves games, and you can text it in as well. Timberwolves.com for all that information. An update on Caleb Truax, the Minnesota boxing champion, still waiting for an opponent after his January 20th challenger pulled out due to injury. We'll keep you posted on the champ's next gig. And it's here, the Super Bowl, and the fight against hunger goes center stage, led by Minnesota's Wayne Kostrowski. His taste of the NFL Gala is a tough ticket, and his Party with a Purpose now in its 21st year. All proceeds benefit hunger relief. All this linked at our website, GameOnTVMN.com, and that's your Game On update. You can keep up on the Wolves and the NBA with my weekly blog at SimonSays at Timberwolves.com. Stay connected on this great NBA website. It's interactive, and you can drop me your thoughts at Rod at GameOnTVMN.com. Look for a new Simon Says blog every Thursday at Timberwolves.com. Each week we take note of the Game On standout of the week. We call it the Dip Shop Real Deal, and it's got to be Kevin Love. Kudos to Love and the Wolves for agreeing to that contract extension to keep number 42 here for some time. Love is the real deal, an emerging superstar on the court and a kid who embraces his community. It's hard not to like this unique player. Minnesota's lucky to have Kevin Love in town. Kevin Love is our Dip Shop Real deal. And it's a taste delight that awaits you. Check it out at the Dip Shop. That's 2 P's. DIPP Shop. thedipshop.com. It is time for the MIAC Minute. This is Aaron Griess, the head coach at Augsburg. Great to have you with us, Coach.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Got to ask you, we were just talking about Kevin Love a second ago. Your thoughts as a coach watching this kid blossom into the NBA player he is?
Oh, I mean, he's fantastic. Every team needs a guy like him. He's all over the glass. He does all the little things. He's a stretch guy that goes out and shoots the three. I mean, he's going to be a great player on the U.S. national team in the Olympics. I think he's a great player.
Great to have him here in Minnesota. Now, one of the things I'm very, very curious about, this man coached in Hawaii before he came to the Midwest. How do you go from Chaminade back to the Midwest?
That's easy. I mean, don't you love this weather? I mean, this weather is beautiful. This is what I was born to be in.
Yeah, we don't need palm trees.
No, we don't need that. We don't need the beaches.
So island fever didn't force you back here?
No, actually not at all. I loved Hawaii. We were 9 years in Hawaii, and it was a great place, but I'm a family guy. I've got my family is close by here, and with 4 kids, it was just, I wanted to raise them around their grandparents.
You got Augsburg playing at its peak right now. You guys are playing great basketball. You're looking for a conference championship.
Absolutely. I mean, we're really excited, and we've been excited all year about this group. We've got great senior leadership, and we've got guys all over the floor that can score, and yeah, we're right there and excited to be in the position that we're in.
It's a very, very competitive year. What's going to be the key to keep it going the way you want it to go?
You know, we talk about that a lot. It's consistency. You know, in any league that you play in, there's going to be ups and downs and roller coasters, and we need to be consistent night in and night out because anybody can beat anybody.
Longtime NBA player and NBA champion Devin George has been popping in and out. You haven't won a championship since he was here. What I understand, hopefully it's your year.
I hope so.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Got to have you back with us.
For sure.
Aaron Griess with us from Augsburg, only here in the MIAC. Time now for the Wheels of Thunder week ahead. The Wolves get the Lakers tonight. The Twins are 26 days from spring training. The NFL draft on the 26th for the Vikings. And the Wild get Nashville on January 31st. The Swarm are busy at the X on February 10th against Edmonton. Gopher hockey at Denver. Men's basketball at Iowa. And the Gopher women at Illinois. On the Wheels of Thunder radar, the Wisconsin Regionals in Plymouth on the 4th. Later in February, they're racing in Hill City. And the AMSOIL races head to Fargo on March 2nd. On the 7 radar, through February 12th, you go to Lion King. Join us before and after here at 7. On Fridays, it's Ultra Lounge Friday. 7 Saturdays at 9 o'clock. And Valentine's Day reservations filling up. Join us February 14th, only here. Ooh, busy show indeed. And you know, you come to a taping, you never know who you're going to wind up seeing. Skolt Scott from the Viking World Order. Are you over your depression?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're moving on to next year now.
Oh, good. Okay, good. And before we go, Super Bowl in a word.
Always Vikings. Always.
We'll leave it at that. Thanks for being with us. Game On updates at GameOnTVMN.com. Oh my goodness. Keep your game on.
Game on!